best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact, the road-wearing, original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summit. Fact, the homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact, the biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact, the Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Will Stevens. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in a evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French Canadian in him. If Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match, people are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart, Triple H, X-Pac against Little Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Lightweight. If you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radioland. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with Attitude. When you want your beer, awesome. That's right. That's where you get your beer awesome. Here at Wrestling with Attitude. My name is Lil Steven. That's the Summit. This is Wrestling with Attitude. Welcome out there in Periscope. JoJo, Sean, and Scott. I know you three are on there. Welcome to the show.
It looks just like JoJo right now.
Well, that's fine, JoJo. You get the special edition of Wrestling with Attitude.
Yes, that's right.
Anyways.
But welcome to the show. You know, of course, I'm the Summit, as he did a great introduction wearing that ugly Lesnar shirt from Suplex City.
Don't knock it till
you could at least get, I'm not going to try it. You could at least get the city put on it.
No, here's the thing. So I'm waiting for there to be a Charlotte one, but he's never going to come here with that because you can't get it with. I want Charlotte, North Carolina, Suplex City. I'm sorry. Like, if I'm going to get one, I want it like. But until they decide to come to Charlotte on a Raw, we will never see Brock Lesnar.
Probably not. Anyway, we got some great stuff to talk about. Some great news.
Yeah.
Mr. Alexander is on the show, so welcome.
Mr. Alexander.
I think it said Brent Alexander. But we're going to talk. We got some wrestling news. The first one I wanted to go over before we get into what ifs. At NXT TakeOver in Dallas, it was announced by William Regal that Sami Zayn will face the none other Shinsuke Nakamura, the newly signed Japanese import, the King of Style. He's actually nicknamed King of Style. He is going to face Sami Zayn at NXT TakeOver. Big news. Big news. What do you think?
It is big news. I'll give him that. I don't know much about Nakamura. I don't know much about this guy.
JoJo loves it. JoJo loves it.
I'm looking him up. I've been watching a few of his matches, and I'd say I'm impressed. I just don't know much about the guy. So, but I mean, him and Sami Zayn, got to be awesome. It's gonna be.
Oh no, it's gonna be great, dude. He's very. He's got a lot of charisma.
Yeah,
a lot of charisma.
And you're bringing him in with the right guy. You're bringing him in against the right guy, which is great.
After Sammy loses this match, which he will, he's going to be moved up to Raw. Mm-hmm. That's the rumors right now. By WrestleMania, probably night after WrestleMania. They've already done all the tapings for NXT from now until WrestleMania.
Really?
They've already done them all.
Awesome.
Except for NXT TakeOver in Dallas. Of course, they have to do that. But they are, let me go over the NXT TakeOver matches, and you will want to watch this if you haven't. Samoa Joe this week on NXT wrestled Finn Balor and Baron Corbin. Corbin got, he submitted to both Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn. Then the next week, Samoa Joe beat Sami Zayn in best 2 out of 3 falls to win the number 1 contendership. So at NXT TakeOver Dallas, which will be WrestleMania 32 weekend, which I hope I'm there. It is going to be Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe for the NXT title. That's going to be a heck of a match. Bayley versus Asuka for the Divas title. Yep, and she's going to lose it there. She should, though. Asuka, man, is really good. You've seen her, right?
No, I agree with she should lose it to Asuka. It's just, wow.
Have you seen Asuka? You've seen Asuka, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
She's really good. JoJo, anybody out there in Periscope, watch NXT and Asuka. Really good.
I do feel bad for Baron Corbin, though. Just
Why?
want to take a step back for that. Like, he should be brought up.
No, bring him up.
I don't understand why he's not brought up yet. You brought up Tyler Breeze, and no offense, and I'm not saying that Tyler Breeze is better than Baron Corbin or Baron Corbin's better than Tyler Breeze, but they've both been there for the longest time. Baron Corbin should have been brought up by now.
No, Tyler Breeze needs to come up first. The problem with Tyler Breeze, you brought him up, and then you was going to put him in a storyline with Dolph Ziggler, and you never did.
You never did it.
So, now you're just trying to figure out what you're going to do with Tyler Breeze. And Baron Corbin needs to be brought up. There's no doubt. But Tyler Breeze has been to NXT from the beginning. Okay?
Yeah.
But it's time to clean some house.
It is.
Or bring back, like me and Sean were talking about on Periscope, bring back a Cruiserweight title. Tyler Breeze could do that. Bring back a hardcore title. Do something. A lightweight championship. I wouldn't do lightweight. I'd do a cruiserweight.
Nah, yeah.
Or, do something. Even though the third lightweight champion ever was Christian. Small fact.
Shut up.
Just pointing out. But no, you need to do something, man. There's a lot of people to bring up.
Yeah.
The tag team titles are going to be none other Dash and Dawson versus the American Alphas. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable.
Oh, is that what they're calling themselves now? The American Alphas?
Yes, you don't have to download the song so we can listen to it. But that is going to be for the tag team titles. You ain't got to do it right now.
Okay.
But they're called the American Alphas, and I absolutely love it. It is a lot like the world's greatest American tag team, but I think they're great. Jason Jordan's a star.
Look, no, I think both of them are. I think even Chad Gable's going to be a star because them two together, they just click. They have chemistry.
No, they're great together. I'm just saying, if you want to take Jason Jordan away from the group, I think he'll be a star.
He's going to be the next
Chad
gold
Gable,
standard,
I don't know.
Sorry.
Oh, he's going to be better than that, I think.
You really?
Yeah. He's got qualities.
I mean, they are, and I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but they are Team Angle 2.0 in a way.
If
They are.
Well, they're the world's greatest tag team 2.0.
Yeah.
They were the same thing.
Without the roids. But that was a stab at Charlie Haas. I'm sorry.
But no, if you keep them together, like I was saying, Jason Jordan, if he can learn mic skills, you got a big time number one. You got world title stuff.
Yeah, and that's what he's learning right now.
Well, right now he's feeding off of Gable a lot. Gable's feeding him a lot.
I have to feel, and going back, another person I want to talk about, Dana Brooks. Just from watching Breaking Ground and everything, as I've actually watched all of it.
It's
now.
good, ain't it?
Oh, it's great. And I like Dana. And I hate that I don't see her getting pushed in the future.
Well, hold on. Let me get through the rest of the card.
Okay.
For Dallas. There's 2 more matches, or 1 more to talk about.
Okay.
We already talked about Nakamura versus Sami Zayn, which is going to be a killer match.
Yeah.
Then we got Baron Corbin going against A-Double. Austin Aries is making his debut in Dallas. Man, my shirt is already pre-ordered. It will be here. It's actually sold out until February 26th.
Wow.
Do you realize there's 2 brand new shirts, right?
Yeah.
Austin Aries' shirt is pre-ordered until February 26th. Mm-hmm. AJ Styles' T-shirt came out Sunday. It was sold out Sunday night.
Of course.
And it's not even on back order.
I know.
You can't even order it after February. You won't be able to get AJ Styles shirt until after WrestleMania.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying. That's
No,
how backed
well,
up
that's
it is.
what happens. See,
It's crazy.
and this is
no,
the problem.
I've never seen a shirt that is completely sold out before even he debuted.
Same thing on the unicorn things. Those things are sold out. But no. But,
Okay, first of all, never put New Day in the same category as AJ Styles and Austin Aries.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because New Day are I don't know, what did they have? Who? You have gold. You have gold. So yeah, but no. Here's my thing though.
What's going on with TNA with the show? I'll talk about TNA in a second.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
if you want us to. But it's like a shame on you to WWE. Like, oh well, we got enough shirts. I don't think the guy will sell out that much. Wrong. You bring in a major star. As much as I don't know much about AJ Styles, he is a major star in every other place he's been. So you bring him up and you didn't get enough T-shirts. That's your fault, WWE. If they brought in someone like that, and Austin Aries is next, that's what's happening.
If you have not seen Austin Aries wrestle, please go watch him wrestle.
Now, I will tell you one thing, though, with AJ
What?
Styles, just real quick, because I forgot to mention on the last segment. I like the kid, his moves in the ring, everything. Awesome dude. I don't get to hear him talk much, but I don't think I want to hear him talk much. If that makes any sense.
No, it makes sense. He is a...
Like, he's got a very
He's
country
got,
twang.
he's got twang. It's twang. That's the reason we like AJ Styles.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a twang
That's
myself.
fine.
But AJ Styles, to me, on the mic, is not Jeff Hardy, but he's in that family.
Okay.
Okay?
No, I understand.
You know what I'm saying? You want to watch AJ Styles wrestle. You don't care about his mic skills. Okay?
All right.
Jeff Hardy, we
Okay.
don't pay to watch him on the mic.
No.
We want to see him in the ring.
But he can talk.
But
if he
AJ
has to.
Styles can talk, and he
Yeah. Okay.
can go.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, he's a lot better than Jeff Hardy, in my opinion.
Because the little bit we heard before Jericho interrupted, I was like, that. I felt like that can be a downfall because I feel like WWE cares about you talking.
No, he can do promos.
Okay.
He can do promos.
Okay.
All right? It's
All
not
right.
that he can't do promos. But you got to understand, he's going to do a promo. He's got a little bit of country twang.
Oh, he's gonna have that twang.
All right? He ain't losing that. He's got that deep Georgia country twang. And it's all right. But no, he'll
You
be
heard it here first from a guy from Mooresville, North Carolina,
Who?
talking about a Georgia
Who?
country
Who?
thing. You.
All right, anybody that's watching this show, I hope I don't offend, but I might offend you. The last thing in the world I am is from Mooresville, North Carolina.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right? I'm not from Race Little City. I'm from a town called Charlotte, North Carolina, or Huntersville, North Carolina, which has nothing to do with Mooresville. All right? That's like 20 miles up the other way. No. I ain't got nothing to do with Mooresville. Don't ever.
I have never seen somebody so mad about Mooresville, North Carolina.
As I've said on the show, don't ever, and I mean ever, say I'm from Mooresville, North Carolina. Good gracious.
Oh, that's a segment of the night right
That
there.
is
ladies and
horrible.
gentlemen. Yeah.
Mooresville? Oh, gee. Dude, I don't even let my dog go to Mooresville.
Whoa. You don't have a dog.
No, I know if I did.
Wow.
You see, JoJo, I don't know if they were going to screw up AJ Styles and Austin Aries.
I don't think
I
they
think, hold on. I think if they screw anybody up, it will be Austin. And
Really?
and here's why. AJ Styles on the right path, though. I think AJ will get a big match at WrestleMania. Money in the Bank, he is in the Money in the Bank. He will win Money in the Bank. I guarantee you he'll win Money in the Bank.
You know what people have been talking to me about? Speaking of Money in the Bank, real quick, and then we got to get back on topic.
Yeah.
But
Well, I got Austin to talk about.
everybody's like, oh, I want to see Kevin Owens win Money in the Bank. I'm like, false.
No, I can see that.
No. That, to me, is wrong. I don't want to see him win Money in the Bank because then you're going to put him on the beaten path. I don't want that.
He should be on the beaten path.
No.
for the world title.
I'm talking like I don't want to see him do that because I think he could win the world title without being
Without
money.
it. No, I got you.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
would rather see a guy like AJ Styles win Money in the Bank than
Yeah,
Kevin Owens.
because he's
I'm
still
wearing a
here.
Kevin Owens shirt.
But he's still new.
No.
AJ Styles. So if he wins Money in the Bank, I'd rather like that because I'm like, okay, he's a guaranteed champion later on. Awesome.
Well, he's going to win the title anyway next
Oh,
year.
he's going to,
All right,
yeah.
AJ Styles will win the title next
Think
year.
about him and Seth Rollins. Just
think about
think
AJ
about
Styles and Seth Rollins in a match. I'm just saying, dude, this is how great this is going to be.
This is gonna be
now. I think AJ Styles may be okay because they know, you know how much they paid him. They're going to use him. Trust me. They put him in a main match with Jericho on his debut Monday night.
Yeah. And
Okay,
a lot of
so-
people don't get their main match with Jericho.
Now, I will say a couple years ago, Fandango wrestled Jericho, but
not his
Fandango is not
debut.
AJ Styles either.
But not his debut match.
Right.
Your debut match, you wrestle Jericho. It means something.
Right, it should because they don't have a lot.
No.
As far as Austin Aries goes, and then we'll get back. Austin Aries, I think he might get a little bit under the radar because he'll probably be in NXT a little bit too long, and that's what worries me.
No. I think you put him in just as long as you put Kevin Owens. He comes in, he dominates, he takes that NXT title.
Well, that's what
and then
worries
he
me because
comes in.
Okay, Austin Aries is a lot like CM Punk, and let me tell you what I mean by that. If you bury him too long, I don't know how long he'll stick around. AJ Styles is a little bit different. AJ Styles is a company man, but he's getting paid well, and he's going to, they're
But
going
we
to
see
push
why
him.
he's getting paid.
They're going to push him big time.
Yeah.
Austin Aries, I don't know how fast they're going to push him, and that's my issue. And please don't keep Austin. I'm begging you, WWE, don't keep Austin Aries in NXT longer than 6 months.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Because if you keep him down there longer than 6 months, it lose that shine. It lose that luster.
I don't think he'll stay down there that long. I think before SummerSlam, you will see him in WWE ring.
Probably.
I
But
think
anyway.
he will. And that concludes our segment of AJ Styles and Austin
Austin
Aries.
Aries.
This is our new segment. We're going to do this every week, I guess.
I'll talk about them two every single week for the rest of the time we do this show. Because they are that good. I'm going to tell you. JoJo said something about TNA real fast.
Yeah.
TNA, I will tell you, if you don't have it on your network, don't worry about getting it. Just go to Google, type in Watch TNA Impact, and watch it for free. Because I will tell you, now Matt Hardy is the TNA World Champion. It is Big Money Matt Hardy. This week on TNA, Tyrus come out. He has a match. Okay. He said he liked what Y2J did with
Yeah.
Welcome to the Big Leagues. I do too.
That was good.
But on TNA, we actually had Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy in a match for the world title. But before the match began, Eric Young comes out with Brim. They attack Jeff Hardy. So all three of them, Tyrus included, beat up Jeff Hardy. Kurt Angle comes out trying to make the save. He gets beat up. Matt Hardy, Reba, and Tyrus leave the ring. They brought their child out. The beginning match, or the beginning of the show, they brought out the son, and at the end. So Tyrus is like the babysitter, holds the baby during the matches and stuff. So
That's it's real good for a baby to be with pyrotechnicians and a lot of sound because that's good for the baby's ears at this time. Yeah,
whatever.
Way to go, Reba or
but-
Reba or
Ruba.
Ruba, is that what it is
I don't
now?
know what it is.
Oh, sorry.
But I really don't like her being involved because she is a very bad actress. Karen Jarrett is 10 times better than she is.
She was bad
Dixie
in PWX.
Carter. Dixie Carter is better than she is on the mic.
Ooh, that's saying
And,
something.
I'll take Dixie on the mic more than I will Reba. But that was part of TNA. The other part, they had the Feast or Fire matches. Do you know what the Feast or Fire matches are?
No, please explain.
The Feast or Fire matches are, there's 4 briefcases. One has a world title shot. One's got a King of the Mountain title shot. One's got a world tag team title shot. The last briefcase has a You're Fired briefcase. All right? And they hang all 4 of these in each corner of the ring.
Yeah.
All right, so they put like 20 wrestlers in the ring, and they have a match, and the people that grab those briefcases own those briefcases. So after the match, they all go to this room, the 4 people that have briefcases, and they open up the briefcase. Well, this week, it was Feast or Fire. This week, Drew Galloway got the world title shot, of course. Eli Drake got the King of the Mountain title shot.
Okay.
James Storm got the tag team title shot. And then Grotto got You're Fired briefcase. So he's fired from TNA.
Oh, so he'll return in a few weeks. And
No, I don't think so. I think because it was more of an independent thing.
Oh, okay.
Or not independent, it's more a European tour.
Gotcha.
Grotto's, all right, he's awful.
yeah.
I don't like Grotto. If anybody likes Grotto, I'm sorry. I don't like Grotto. But he's all right. Anyway, that was your TNA report. SmackDown, like I said earlier, you got Curtis Axel fighting AJ Styles on SmackDown this
Yeah.
week. The rest of SmackDown was pretty much SmackDown.
Okay.
You know, nothing newsworthy.
Before we go into our What If segment, let me do This Week in Wrestling History real quick.
Well, before you do real fast,
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan was supposed to return at the Rumble, but Vince said that he wasn't ready yet to bring him back.
Good.
So, you know, he's been offered other jobs within the company, and he doesn't want that. He wants to wrestle. So who knows if we ever see
We're
Daniel
going to
Bryan
see him
again.
at freaking WrestleMania to watch.
I don't know. We might not. The other things that's going on real fast is there was a report that Carl Anderson Gallows will be debuting on the WWE main roster and not on NXT. So that means the Bullet Club you may see on TV before the end of the year.
Awesome. Cool. All right. Well.
But I think that is everything. Yeah. That's all the news this week.
Okay. Real quick, a little this week in wrestling history. On January 26, 1929, Gordon Soley was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Rest in peace.
Yes. And January 26, 1960, one half of the Legion of Doom, or the Road Warrior Animal, was born Joseph Laurinaitis in Chicago, Illinois.
And who's his brother?
John Laurinaitis. Also, a little sad news, January 27th, 1993. The legendary Andre the Giant passed away at the age of 46 as a result of congestive heart failure.
You know, last night I actually watched Saturday night's main event from 1988.
Yeah.
And it was Hogan versus Andre with the famous screw job of Hogan where Andre wins, but Hogan put his shoulder up and they counted 3 anyway. Then the Hebner brothers, because they actually are twins, came out. The other one came out and was like, no, why are you in the match? Because I'm the ref.
Yeah.
But that's where they introduced both Hebners.
Oh, is that when they did the whole Hefner thing? And they're like, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Hogan was cost the title. Then they put it up at WrestleMania in the tournament.
That's awesome. January 28th, 1978, Sheamus was born. Stephen Fairley in Cabra, Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah, he is. I did not. He's 38. He's actually a year younger than me.
Yeah, happy
Scary.
birthday, Sheamus. Happy birthday. Bob Hardcore Holly was born on January 29th, 1963 in Glensdale, California.
All right. You got any more?
A few
No.
Clash of the Champions and Royal Rumbles, but we all know that was this week, so
I know, but it was something interesting you should share.
not
right.
really. So
All right, well, I got one for you.
Oh.
10 years ago, January 23rd, so a couple of days ago, it was the Spirit Squad debuted on Raw.
wow.
But at least they gave us Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, screw your damn. I saw that on Facebook, by the way. That was great. Gosh.
Hey, JoJo, you like the Spirit Squad, dude? Anybody that loves the Spirit Squad's all right. I like Kenny. Kenny was good too.
Yeah, the guy
Kenny
that will
and
probably
Ziggler.
never wrestle in WWE.
No,
ever
he
again.
he won't. But when we thought he was going to be the big star.
Oh,
You see, JoJo loves the Spirit Squad.
yeah. I do have one more, actually. January 29, 2004, Ring of Honor held the last stand in Glenburn, Maryland, or I think that's right. In the main event, the Briscoes defeated the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship against Team of Samoa Joe and Jerry Lynn. So, yeah. That's your This Week in Wrestling History.
Cool.
So let's go into the one, the only.
Oh, real fast before you
oh,
do, there's plans now for Braun Strowman to take John Cena's spot versus The Undertaker. So it looks like Braun Strowman, WWE is possibly going to book Braun Strowman to face the Big Show at Fastlane. Then Braun explained Braun would go on to face The Undertaker at Mania because of John Cena's injury. All right, anyway, go ahead. I do have the what ifs, so when you get ready.
Here we go.
Nasty.
What if? What if? What if? What if?
Too dirty to clean my act up.
Clean your act.
Yeah. All right. This is our what if segment. This is where we take a what if and we take a segment in history or time and we put a what if on it of if it didn't happen, what would happen, anything. So the Summit over here has got a few for us today. What you got?
Well, I've got a couple. The first one I want to talk about, because I've been watching a lot of Attitude Era stuff lately. And I'm at, where The Rock turns and is corporate champion. So, this week's what if. What if Mankind won the Survivor Series tournament for the WWE title instead of The Rock? And Vince screwed over The Rock instead of Mankind. That would make Mankind the corporate champion. What do you think? Where that would have went? Because you could have turned The Rock face. You could have kept him face anyway. And if you remember correctly, during that time period, Steve Jackson says the Rumble was good. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
JoJo said that's a good one. But think about it. Because, seriously, think about it. At that time, The Rock was over.
Yeah.
Okay? Everybody was chanting, Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. Everybody loved The Rock. You could have kept him a good guy anyway. Mankind could have been the corporate guy. Because you already had him anyway. Now, I will say the icing on the cake was the tournament, the Survivor Series tournament. You had to screw over Stone Cold somehow.
Yeah.
So Shawn Michaels, Shane McMahon had to come out and screw over him.
Yeah. No, but I don't know. I
Thank
think
you. It is a professional as hell. We take great pride in our podcast.
I think though that if The Rock was not a heel at the time, he would not have been what he is today. I feel that because he was a heel, it helped make his character better. Because I think that was part of his evolution process. I do.
You're right.
Because when he was in the Nation of Domination,
Right.
he talked a little bit. He got,
They didn't give him a lot of mic time.
No, but that's the thing. So it was like, all right, I'll give it to him a little bit. But then when he went off and became the corporate champion, I just felt like that was like the evolution of The Rock. And I felt him being a heel was better. I felt when he was a face, he would have maybe not been able to say the stuff he could say. I think him being
the Attitude Era wouldn't matter.
No,
you can say what you want.
Yeah, but I think because he was a heel, he got to express himself more. I do.
He did. I mean, the only thing with me, I think The Rock could have raised it a little bit more. And here's another thing, though. The night after WrestleMania, or not WrestleMania, the night after Survivor Series, Stone Cold comes out. You know, he says, I'm getting a world title match tonight, which is against The Rock. You know, Rock had a great promo. His first really big thing he had was then. I don't know what that was, but it's all right. But The Rock had a great promo. Mankind, I think you could have pushed him a little bit more as the corporate champion, though. You know, but then you would have added Ken Shamrock and the Big Boss Man into that corporation at the time.
Yeah.
So how would that work? I mean, everything worked out the way it was supposed to with The Rock because he was the perfect guy to go in that situation.
Yeah.
I could have seen Mankind, though, being that guy for a little bit longer.
I could.
Because as, you know, clean his act up a little bit more, you know, and he could have been that guy.
Just doesn't have the face of a corporate champion, though. That's the problem.
Well,
I
of
mean,
course, he's got the mask on.
Well, no, but I mean, half of his ear, he has no ear, he has no teeth, he's got no eyebrow.
Now, I will say the one thing it would have took away from, I think, and it wouldn't have happened at all, is Eric Bischoff and WCW wouldn't announce on Raw or on WCW, hey, no, it's on iTunes. Ours is on iTunes. It's Wrestling with Attitude WWA show. Mm-hmm. You can find it on iTunes, though. What if Owen Hart was alive today? I'll address that real fast. It would be amazing. He would be in the Hall of Fame where he deserves to be.
Yeah.
He might not be wrestling anymore, but he would be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, I think he'd still have something to do in wrestling.
No, he would have something to do with wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
And I think if he was alive today, him and Brett would have came back sooner to WWE.
Yes.
Which would have been most important.
Because he was
all
the
his
bridge.
family, most of his family was still being alive. Davey Boy, other people would have been alive to see him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And that would have been great. But I would like to see Warren still alive because he's one of my all-time favorites. And I love to see him in the Hall of Fame someday, and hopefully he will. But because of what's going on between his wife and the WWE, he probably will never get in. If he does, it will be down the road when she passes away.
Yes.
Because there's a lot, and she blames the WWE for what happened.
Yeah.
And, you know, to a point, I blame the WWE, but as a man that has done wrestling for that company like he did, he was a yes man. He did it for the fans. He did it for the Blue Blazer. People don't understand. He was the Blue Blazer since WrestleMania 6. People don't forget how long he's been doing the Blue Blazer gimmick. And the only difference is this time he did the zip line.
Yeah.
Like Shawn Michaels did.
Yeah.
You know, it was a freak accident. Mm-hmm. No one ever would imagine that happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, going back to what ifs, you know what? I could have seen the Mankind kept up. The only difference, though, like I said, is Tony Schiavone wouldn't have spread the rumor. And the other one I got real fast for you, at WrestleMania 29, the main event was John Cena versus The Rock versus, what if it was CM Punk? All three of them a triple threat match.
Oh, I thought we'd done this one before.
Did we do this one?
Because I can tell you what my answer would be. It would have been a better match.
Okay.
CM Punk would still be in the company today, I think, because he was at least in the main event of... That's all CM Punk wanted. He wanted to be a main eventer at WrestleMania. He never, out of his career here, never got to be a main eventer in WrestleMania. That's all that would have happened.
This is what killed CM Punk. 2 years earlier, it was John Cena versus The Miz with... Now I'm talking. I'm trying to. But WrestleMania 27, it was John Cena versus The Miz with The Rock as a special guest host.
Yeah.
Okay, he interfered in the match. Then you had CM Punk wrestle Randy Orton in the match of the night at that event, but you didn't have CM Punk. You know, so he feels slighted that The Miz was a world champion, main eventing at WrestleMania, and beating John Cena.
Yeah.
He didn't just, it wasn't, he beat John Cena. And you beat John Cena at WrestleMania, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
CM Punk's left out in the cold.
Even though CM Punk beat John Cena
and
way
then-
more times.
And then CM Punk carries the belt for 434 days.
And gets nothing.
And gets what? What do you give him at WrestleMania?
Undertaker.
Kane. No, Undertaker's a big deal. But still, it should be a three-way match between the three of them.
Yeah.
Because he carried that promos against The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
No, I agree with you. So, but no, I agree with you, man. Hey, that's a good what if. This was our what if segment. If you'd like to listen to more of them, go to WrestlingWithAttitude.com. You can catch us on Stitcher, Spreaker, and iTunes, of course. Wrestling with Attitude. Also, check us out on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Also on Twitter at WWA Show. Tweet us. Check out our website, like I said, WrestlingWithAttitude.com. From Little Steven, from the Summit. Have a great one. We'll see you next week, right back here at Wrestling with Attitude.
Everybody have a good week.
Girls